ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं नित्यानन्दनमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानन्दप्रदायिने कलुकल्मषनाशाय जानवापतये नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्वीशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधवृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome everybody. So we are at second discussion of this Brahma-saṁhitā book. In last discourse we very vividly described about the conception of absolute truth, what is the nature of absolute truth, and why the absolute truth has been nomenclatured by Lord Krishna. So we know that if we say Krishna, then immediately anyone, if he has a religious perspective, then he will immediately say that Krishna is the Hindu god. But is it so? Certainly not. According to their perspective, according to their knowledge, they have defined, they have nomenclatured, they have given this word Krishna. But if we see the absolute truth, who has created this entire universe, entire cosmic manifestation, then you will see that one person has the background power, who is governing, who is managing this entire universe. But by their tentative exploitation and slave mentality, they have been giving the name of Krishna as the Hindu god, or giving the name of Krishna as some powerful human being. But we see here, if God, if you ask anyone that you give the description, you give the definition of the God, then they will say that the God is the person who has the supremely powerful ability, or he who is governing, he is the supreme being who is governing the entire universe. He is a God. God is neither human, he is neither belong to any species which is found in this cosmic manifestation. He is also bereft of any controlling power. He is the supreme controller, you can say. He is the very opulent, he is the very wealthy, no one can compare him, and everybody is lower than him. So that person can be defined as the God. But here very slave mentality people who have infatuation, or they have some greediness to enjoy this material universe. They have defined this Krishna as a powerful person, or they have giving the nomenclature of God like a fulfilling person, wish fulfilling person. But here we can understand from the scripture that Krishna is the supremely powerful person. He is neither God. His body is Sachidanand. In last discussion, I mentioned the first verse of Brahma-saṁhitā 5th chapter, that Ishvara Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. We know this material universe has the cause. It has a material cause, and this material cause has also the cause we can define it as an efficient cause. But the supreme cause of all cause is Lord Krishna. Why? Because he is the Adi, he is the origin of everything. That is why he is defined as the cause of all cause. Here the constitution, or the you can say the bodily feature of Lord Krishna is also defined, that Satchidanand. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, means all cognitive, and Anand means the full of bliss. Here, if you consider, if you ask anybody, suppose the person who is worshipping the god, Devtas, or another person who is worshipping the ghost, or another person who is worshipping the very powerful person or very famous person, or if you ask any person who is worshipping certain Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma or any demigods, or who is not even considering the significance of the demigod, who is a very atheistic or pantheistic, who is believing in immanence, right? If you ask anyone to define the god, everybody has their worshipping power, and according to their faith they are worshipping that atheistic, antheistic, theistic, septic, and pantheistic, panentheistic. Every person, every philosopher, they are either worshipping to demigod, or they are worshipping to human being, or worshipping to nobody, no one else, right? So according to their tentative slave mentality, they are you can say worshipping according to their faith. But we should understand that every demigods or every human beings who are in this material world, they remains for some time being, because this material world has the full power under the time, under the energy of time energy. Everybody would be vanquished at certain moment. So we should understand that the person who will be vanquished at certain moment, why he should be considered as a god. If the person who has very limited knowledge, but from the Vedic perspective, but according to that slave person who is worshipping the man, that man in his childhood, he is very illiterate, or he is very, you can say, very foolish person, because he has no knowledge. But he has accumulated, he has gathered the knowledge in due course of time, and by that knowledge he has become the very famous person, and that famous person is worshipped, or the very powerful person is being worshipped by the common ordinary people. But we should understand that that person is not God, because he has acquired power from the in the past. God is the God. God cannot be manufactured, or he cannot be created. He is the God at all ever time. He cannot be manufactured. That are being found in the that our society. Everybody can be worshipped as a god. Here Dada as a Bhagwan means brother as Bhagwan, the grandfather is also Bhagwan, or father is the Bhagwan. Here Bhagwan can become everyone, right? Because I told that it's a slave mentality. They have very poor fund of knowledge. Based on that knowledge, they are worshipping the people. But if we take the perspective, if we take the instruction of these Vedas, these scriptures, then we can understand that Ishvara, who is that Ishvara? Lord Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. They, the ordinary people, have their very hallucinative views on the supreme being, who can be considered as a supreme being. But the Vedas, the very strong person, very great personality, they have clear vision that who is the supreme Lord, right? Just as Lord Brahma here, he says that Lord Krishna is the supremely powerful person. Ishvara, Paramakrishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So this was the first verse, and the second another reference is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first verse of the first canto, that Janmadyasya yatah anyayad itaratascha chartheshu abhidya swarat तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरय तेजो भारि मृदायत यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यम परम धीमहि. Here जन्माद्यस्य यतः, जन्म आदि means creation, manifestation, and adi means annihilation, and meanwhile the maintenance. So the universe, material universe, was manufactured in the past, and it is maintained in the present, and it will be annihilated in the future. But we should understand that what is the cause of this entire cosmic manifestation. The cause of entire manifestation is the supreme being, Janmadhyasya Yasya, that supreme absolute truth, who is defined as the supreme Lord. And the characteristic is also defined. He is the Abhigya. Anyayad itarastascha means he has a nothing to do with this material universe. At the same time, he has the cause of this material universe, and he is the Swarat. He is a totally independent. Artheshu Abhigya. Abhigya means very cognizant. He is cognitive to everything. Because he has manufactured everything, that is why he knows the everything. He has the, you can say, the all powerful, all knowledgeable person. And Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. He is the very independent from this material universe. In the English, there is a very beautiful verse, nomadic. Nomadic means the place or the realm which is beyond this material interference. Because we know this material universe it was created by the disturbance of time in the Mahat Tattva. I will describe later on that this Mahat Tattva is the material substance from which this material universe was created. But this material universe was created by the time energy of the Supreme Lord. So the time in this material universe is the, you can say, vanquishing everything and everybody. So we should not worship that person who has the clutch, who has under the clutches very strong clutches of this time energy, and who is very ignorant person. So we should not worship that person. Rather, we should worship the person who is Satchidanandmay, who is Lord, that is Lord Krishna, full of knowledge, cognizant, all cognizant, and who is the supremely controller. So yeah, this is also one verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and another verse in the third chapter, first canto. It says that Etechan Sakalapunsa Krishnastu Bhagavana Swayam Indrare Vyakulam Yuke Mrudayanti Yuge Yuge. So in every millennium that Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, he appears in this material universe and appears in different incarnation. But among that incarnation, either plenary or the expansion of that plenary portion, among that incarnation, Lord Krishna, Krishnastu Bhagavana Swayam. Krishna means Lord Krishna is the supremely God. Krishnastu Bhagavana Swayam. And in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna himself says that Name Vidu Suragana Prabhavam na Maharshaya Aham Adir Hi Devanam Maharshinam Cha Sarvasha. Among the rishis, among the demigods, I am the I control that person. Why? Aham Adir Hi Devanam Maharshinam Cha Sarvasha. I am the Adi, I am the origin of that of everything, because he is the you can say supreme controller. He has the control over the superior energy, the inferior energy, and the marginal potency. So we should understand that the position of Lord Krishna. And Lord Brahma, he himself describes about the cosmic manifestation. What is the position of living being, conditioned living being, and what is the position of the supreme realm, nomadic place, and the position of Lord Krishna. So who can be the greater authority than Lord Brahma? If we follow the blind path of the so-called the socialist person, then we will fall into the ditches, right? But if we follow the great personality, that Mahajan, then our trek will be all right, because we are following the person who has already trailed from that path. He has already experienced the entire absolute truth. So if we are fulfilling the footstep of that great personality, then our path will be very clear, just like a sunshine, right? So Lord Brahma, he himself giving the very great, very, very confidential, very, very secret information to us. So we should take the advantage from that teachings. Now Lord Brahma, in the second verse, he says that he describes about the position of the supreme realm, Golok Vrindavan, the Vaikuntha. He says, the super excellent station of Krishna, who is known as Gokula, has thousands of petals and a corolla like that of a lotus sprouted from a part of his infinitary aspects, the whole of the leaves being the actual abode of Krishna. We know that Kinjalam, the word Kinjal means petal. The lotus, if you imagine one lotus, very big lotus, they have very sprouted petals, Kinjal, around the wall, right? That wall of that lotus. If you consider that lotus, the wall of the lotus, that wall of the lotus is the superstation of Lord Krishna, and the petals around the Lord, around that wall of lotus, he is. It is also the part of the that lotus, a different station, different pastime places of Lord Krishna. Here, what is that lotus? If you get the knowledge of supreme absolute truth in the predominating and predominated, if you the supreme absolute truth in the predominating aspects, he is Lord Krishna, and in predominated aspects, he is Srimati Radharani. Means energy. The energetic and energy, both are same, because both are the absolute truth, but one is in the enjoying propensity and one is in the servitor propensity. Now the supreme absolute truth, the direct incarnation or the expansion of the supreme absolute truth in predominating aspects, he is the Balram. Balram he is the brother of Lord Krishna in the Vrindavan pastime. But if you know the role of Lord Balram, he has also serving propensity. In many ways he is serving, but the main two prominent ways in which he is serving is, first one, he is manifesting in different spiritual forms in first way. Second way, he is manifesting in the spiritual accommodating space, just as this lotus. This entire Golok Vrindavan, the space, is the incarnation of Lord Balram. He is serving Lord Krishna as the pastime place. In the Vaikunth, it is also the Shankarshan. He is also serving the different planets, spiritual planets, is the incarnation of Lord Balram, accommodating space. Similarly, in the Anantashesh, he is the holding this entire material universe above their, you can say, the head of that Shesh, Anantashesh. So, Lord Balram, in the accommodating space, he is the maintaining the entire universe. He is the giving the support of the universe. In this way, Lord Balram, he is serving in different aspects of Lord Krishna. Now, here Sanatan Goswami gives the direction. Although the Supreme Lord Krishna in the Golok Vrindavan is the topmost planetary system into that all manifestation. Now the quadral manifestation is the spiritual sky, and the uniquadral manifestation is the material sky. Now Lord Krishna, in the original Lord Krishna, he appears in this material universe by the help of Chid Shakti, by the help of Yog Maya. He appears by his inconceivable energy. He appears in this material world. Although Lord Krishna has nothing to do with this inferior energy, Apara Shakti, but he appears by the help of that Yog Maya, that superior energy, just to attract the conditioned living entity. Lord Krishna is so merciful that he wants the all conditioned living entity again to come back with him and to enjoy the eternal pastime with him. So he is very merciful. That is why he is coming in every millennium in this material world, just to attract the conditioned living entity. Now that Supreme Lord Krishna, who is residing the super excellent station Golok Vrindavan in the transcendental nomadic sky, he appears in the province of Mathura. That province is called Gokula. In the Gokul, he is appearing in every Dwapar Yuga. In the there are 4 millennium, and in that millennium, Dwapar Yuga, in the Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna appears in the Gokula. So the Supreme Lord Krishna himself appears in this Gokula, in this mundane plane. So although there is no difference between Gokula and Golok, but still when Lord Krishna appears from that Golok Vrindavan into this mundane plane, that plane is called Gokula, right? So in Gokul, the province of Mathura, in that place also Lord Krishna, he is manifesting different pastime. The pastime which is manifested in this world, there are 2 types of pastime: manifestive and non-manifestive. Non-manifestive pastime, which is performing Lord Krishna in the Golok Vrindavan, that is not manifestive. We cannot see by our this charma chakshu, right? But manifested pastime we can see by in this Gokula. Here Sanatan Goswami in his Brihad Bhagavatamrut, he clearly mentions that there is no difference between Goloka and Gokula. Similarly, the Shat Sandarbha written by Srila Jiv Goswami, he also mentions the same thing, that there is no difference. He says, to ascertain the plane of Golok Vrindavan is the eternal abode of Krishna, and the Golok Vrindavan and Vrindavan, Golok and Vrindavan are identical one, and though the both are identical, yet Krishna's inconceivable energy has made the Golok the ass of spiritual kingdom and the Gokula of Mathura province forming the part of mundane plane, which is also the manifestation of triquadrant Vibhuti. This is the conduct in majesty. So we should understand that there is no difference between Golok and Gokula. Here one analogy is given by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, that in the rainy season, when there is a cloud in the sky, we cannot see the sun itself. Why? Because our vision has been clouded by the cloud. As our vision is being, you can say, dismantled, or you can say very impedimented by the cloud. That is why we cannot see the sun. Sun is ever giving the rays, but by the clouded vision we cannot see the sun. That does not mean that the cloud has covered the sun, right? Similarly, the conditioned living entity who is covered by the false ego and very obscured intelligence, their vision has been impedimented or baffled to see the absolute truth, and by their conditioned and intelligence they are judging the absolute truth in different aspect, in the form of effulgent, indifferentiated, in that demonstrative way and non-demonstrative way, that is effulgent Brahman and Paramatma Tattva and the Bhagwan. So we should understand by the Shastra Chakshu, not our blind, our very obscured intelligence. We should see the teachings of Lord of scriptures, not by our very slave perspective, that is called very jurisdiction, very experiencing our jurisdiction and empiric knowledge, special word, empiric knowledge. And another word is speculation, and that I read that speculation very you can say conflicted or constraint, yes, constraint way. It is very constraint way. It is not a wide perspective, it is very narrow perspective to judge the absolute truth. The Lord, the Vedas, they have already judged. It is already nirnitam, it is already defined what is the nature of the absolute truth. We just have to understand and accept, not to argumentative way. We should challenge that perspective. Okay, this was the second verse. Now third verse. The wall of the transcendental lotus is the realm wherein dwells Krishna. It is a hexagonal figures, the abode of the indwelling predominated and the predominating aspects of the absolute. Like a diamond, the central supporting figure of self-luminous Krishna stands as the transcendental source of all potency. The holy name, consisting of 18 transcendental letters, is manifested in hexagonal figures with the sixfold divisions. Here, the whole is described, the Srimati Radharani in Lord Krishna. I already told that Supreme Absolute Truth in the predominating aspect is the Lord Krishna. In the predominated aspect is the Srimati Radharani. So in the wall, Lord Krishna is standing, where he dwells, and from that wall, the that sixfold division, the letters, the holy name consisting of 18 letters, that letters is coming out, and that is our Hare Krishna mantra. This Mahamantra, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it has an origin from that wall of super excellent station, Golok Vrindavan. The holy name is the Lord himself. He is appeared in the holy name. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is defined that Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna avatar. In the Kali Yuga, Lord Krishna will be appeared as the holy name. Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna avatar, Krishna Tatastha Shakti Bhed Abhed Prakash. So, Kali Kale Dharma Krishna Nama Sankirtan. So, in this Kali Yuga, the Dharma or the executing the, you can say, prescribed duties are to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. Right? The translation is very interesting. Sri Jiva Goswami, he has given the ways by which the conditioned living entity can achieve the pastime. Lord Jiva Goswami in the Shat Sandarbha, he describes the two types of worship, the Mantramayi Upasana Lilapit and Swarasiki Upasana Lilapit. What is the difference? The difference is in the Mantramayi Upasana Lilapit, the time frame is 1, and the Swarasiki Upasana Lilapit is the time frame is different, right? In the one time frame where the devotee is serving or is visualizing Lord Krishna's pastime, is the eternal pastime, non-manifestive pastime, can be manifested in their vision by Mantramayi Upasana Lilapit. And Swarasiki Upasana Lilapit means in the diverse manner, in the direct esoteric aspects, Lord Krishna manifesting their pastime in the vision of devotees. That worship is Swarasiki, diverse manner. Now, that worship can be possible by the conditioned living entity. In this, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and by the mercy of Śrī Prabhupada, we have got the knowledge that how can the non-manifestive pastime, how can the conditioned living entity can relish the non-manifestive pastime by the mantra. That mantra is Hare Krishna Mantra. So we should take the advantage. It's not an ordinary mantra. It is originated from the Golok Vrindavan itself. So we should understand the importance and we should execute the rules and regulation that aparadh. We should first understand and execute that instruction. Here the translation, Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj has given the meanings of this sixfold division mantra. Krishnaya Gopijana Vallabha Klim Krishnaya Gopijana Krishna Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Swaha. So this is the translation of a sixfold division, and the sixfold division is manifestation of this our Hare Krishna mantra. Hari Bhakti Vilas, which is written by Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami, he also gives the clues of this Swaha. Swa means indicates the knowledge of our inner self, Kshetragya, and Ha means indicate the transcendental nature. So this is the nature meaning. Meaning was corroborated by Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas, written by Gopala Bhatta Goswami. And ahead further the difference or the importance of different aspect is described, just as to understand the true nature of our self, inner self as Atma, to understand the nature of Lord Krishna, the supreme absolute truth, to understand the nature of his associate, the gopis, the cowherd boys, cowherd maids, and understand the nature of cows. So to understand the transcendental nature, Swaha, transcendental nature. So this is the aspect. And okay, this was the regarding the third verse of this Brahma-saṁhitā. Now fourth verse. The wall of that eternal realm Gokula is the hexagonal abode of Krishna. Its petals are the abodes of the gopi, who are the part and parcel of Lord Krishna, to whom they are most lovingly devoted and are similar in the essence. The petal shines beautifully like so many walls, and the extended leaves of that lotus are the garden-like Dhamma. Example Gritya, the spiritual abode of Śrī Radha, the most beloved consort of Lord Krishna. So, this is the description of the abode of Gopi. Gopal Tapni Upanishad, he says the Omkar signifies the all-powerful Gopal and his potency. The Klim is the same of Omkar. The Kama Bija, Lord Krishna in the predominating aspects, and Srimati Radharani in predominated aspect of Supreme Absolute Truth. He is the origin of Omkar or Klim, Kama Bija, the root of all love. And we are also hankering after love. Our four Purusharthas are there: Ka, Dharma, Artha, Kam, and Moksha. Now, fifth Purusharth is Pancham Purusharth is Bhagavad Prem, the love of Godhead. To attain that love of Godhead is our ultimate aim for conditioned living entity. So this was described in this world, Kama Bija. And now, fifth verse, it describes the surrounding position, how the Golok Vrindavan and the surrounding of Golok Vrindavan is you can say the position is described, how it is protected and how it is luminous. Okay, the translation of the fifth verse: the surrounding external plan of Gokula is described in this verse. Okay, this is the mysterious quadrangular plan named Shvetadvipa surrounding the outskirts of Gokula. The Shvetadvip is divided into the four parts on all sides. The abode of Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha are the separately located in each of these parts. These four divided abodes are enveloped by the fourfold human requirements such as piety, wealth, patience and liberations, as also by the four Vedas, Rig, Sam, Yajur and Atharva, which deals with the mantra and which are the basis of achievement of the fourfold mundane requirements. The 10 tridents are fixed in the 10 directions, including the zeniths and nadir. The 8 directions are decorated with the 8 jewels of Mahapadma, Padma, Shankha, Makar, Kachap, Mukunda, Kunda and Nila. These are the 10. There are 10 protector Dikpalas of this 10 direction in the form of mantra. The associate of the hues of blue, yellow, red and white, and the extraordinary potency bearing the name of Vimala shines in all sides. This is the description surrounding the Golok Vrindavan. Here, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he gives the description of Gokula Vrindavan, right? In the different aspects. For example, the trident. We know the trident is the you can say weapon of Lord Shiva, and the Lord Shiva, he is the efficient cause of this universe. Now, this trident means he has a shula. He has a three shul. That is called trident, and this trident is the time energy in the past, in the present and in the future. So this trident, who is piercing the conditioned living entity, right, and who is giving the suffering in the form of this trident. Now this trident is the protecting the Golok Vrindavan, who is the, you can say is not giving the rights to go ahead for the Gyanis, for the Karmis and even so-called the yogis also. Only the devoted person, the pure unalloyed devotees, he can go from the securities of these tridents. This is very important thing. if the person who has no devotion, who has the jnana or who has karma, he cannot surpass these tridents. The karmis, he will remain in this universe. Either he will rotate in this 14 planetary system, but he will not go out from this universe. Now the yogis, jnani, the jnani, he will, the yogis, he has a siddhi, he has a perfection, so he can do anything in this universe, right? Now the jnani, he can go up to the Brahma Jyoti, the effulgent of Brahma. So here this material universe at the uniquadral, at the last low position. After that Mahesh Dham. After that Vishnu or Haridham, and after that Golok Vrindavan. So the whole universe, this entire sky has been differentiated by the 4 division. The lower division is the Devi Dham, after that Mahesh Dham, after that Haridham, and above from all Dham is the Golok Vrindavan. So triquadral Vibhuti is the spiritual sky, and the uniquadral Vibhuti is the material sky. So in the material sky there is a division of very infinite universe. In the material sky there are very infinite universe. Now the spiritual sky and material sky is differentiated by the Virja river. The Virja river has it is also said as the Karna ocean. Now that Virja river, that river has that Mahatattva, the material substance, and in the causal ocean, in the Virja river, the Karanadakshay Vishnu, he lies in the Virja river, and Karanadakshay Vishnu, when he glances in the Mahatattva, by the time energy, the different there is a disturbance in that Mahatattva, and there is a creation of this material universe. In the pores of Lord Karanadakshay Vishnu, every universe is coming out from that pores by the exhalation, during the time of exhalation of Karanadakshay Vishnu. Now if the person who is worshipping the Jnana Marg, he will go up to the effulgent Brahma. He will not surpass that effulgent Brahma because he is restrained by these tridents. So we should understand that if the person who is the devotee of the Lord, he will only have the entry to enter into the Vaikunt or the Golok Vrindavan. So this is the substance, and otherwise the Jnani, he will fall headlong into this again universe. It is also supported by Śrī Bhagavatam in the 10th canto that Yanyara Vindaksha Vimukta Manena Tvayashta Bhava Avishuddha Buddhaya Arujya Kruchena Param Padam Tat Patanti Adha Anadrit Yushmat Angraya. Means Angraya means the lotus feet of Lord. The person who has not taken shelter, the lotus feet of the Lord, and who is worshipping the Jnana Marg, although he assumes, although just manena means assumes, he is thinking that I am liberated from this material laws, from this material universe. He is just thinking, but when he reaches to Brahman, he will fall headlong into this material universe. Patanti Adha Anadrit Yushmat Angrai. He will fall into this material universe. Why? Because he has not followed the path of bhakti unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This is the main reason. And although the yogis who has acquired the 8 perfection, Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Prapti, Ishita, Vashita, Kam Avasaita, and Prakamya. So these 8 perfections are there, but this perfection will it is not the key to go to Vaikunt or to Golok Vrindavan. In the Ramayana also, Tulsidas Goswami says that very, very important verse. He says that there is a possibility to come out there is a possibility to come out the ghee from by churning the that scents, right, the sea scents. We know that in the sea scent there is no milk solid, so how the ghee or the that clarified butter can be manufactured or can be come out from that scents. But varimruthe druta hoya baru siktate burutel, right, vari. There is a possibility that by churning the water, the clarified butter or ghee can come out, or there is a possibility that varimruthe druta hoya baru siktate burutel, and there is a possibility that by the churning the sea and the oil can come out. But binu hari bhajan na bhautariya yah siddhant apahel, means if the person who has not worshipped binu hari bhajan, if the person who is not worshipping Lord Vishnu, there is no possibility to go to come out from this material universe or by the jurisdiction of these material modes. It is very difficult. So the only path is the bhakti. By the devotion, the person can cut off this all material sphere, and he can enter into the Vaikunt or Golok Vrindavan. Here Shvetadvipa is described that Shvetadvipa is non-different from our Navdvip. Just as the Golok Vrindavan and the Gokul is identical, similarly the outskirts of Golok Vrindavan is the Shvetadvip, and the Shvetadvip is identical with the Navdvip in our West Bengal, Mayapur region. It's not a material part, but it is by the mercy of Lord Krishna, this Yogmaya has taken this arrangement. He has created the same replica of original spiritual super excellent station into this material world. So that Shvetadvipa is identical with that our Navadvipa. There are different varieties of rasas. Based on that varieties, the different place is, you can say, created just to enjoy the pastime of Lord Krishna. Here, why the Lord Krishna has appeared as a Gaurachandra in the Navdvip is defined. There is a very confidential reason. There is a very mystery why Lord Krishna he is appeared as a Lord Gaurachandra in the Navdvip, in the womb of Mother Sachi. The various words is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam that श्रीराधाय प्रणय महिमा कीदृशो वा न एव स्वाद्यो येन अद्भुत मधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीय सौख्यम चास्यम मदनुभवात् कीदृशों वेति लोभात् तद्भावाद्य समजनी सचिगर्भ सिंधु हरिंदु. The translation is: desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relished through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotion, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. This is the confidential Antarkaran and Bahirkaran, the confidential cause and the apparent clause. Bahya karan or antrik karan. So this was the antrik karan. Why Lord Krishna appeared in the Navadvip as the son of the Sachi and as the Gaur Chandra. So Lord Krishna, he is the predominating aspect. So he has no clue, or he has no experience of predominated aspects. How the devotee or the Srimati Radharani, he experienced the Śrī Radha Pranaya Mahima. What is the Mahima, or what is the importance, or what is the significance of greatness of the love of Srimati Radharani. Śrī Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrushova Eva. Pachi, then after the nature of the wonderful sweetness of his love, of which Sri Radhika has got the taste, right? Lord Krishna has the wonderful quality, but among that wonderful quality, only the specific quality can be enjoyed by the other devotee, and other quality, the special quality that can be relished by Srimati Radharani only himself, just by their love. So what is the nature of that wonderful sweetness of his love, of which Sri Radharani has got the taste? Who inspire Lord Radharani, who inspire Srimati Radharani to love more Lord Krishna? So this was the sweetness, wonderful sweetness. And third, the nature of the exquisite joy that accrued to Srimati Radharani by her realization of sweetness of his love. So what is the exquisite joy that Srimati Radharani really realized or relished by loving Lord Krishna? So this three desire was not fulfilled by Lord Krishna. So he always had the desire to fulfill these desires, right? So same Lord Krishna appeared to fulfill his innermost desire into Navadvip Dham, and this Navadvip Dham is not different from the spiritual sky, Shweta Dvipa. So we should understand this meaning that Navadvip is not different from Shweta Dvipa. And now this sixth verse, Lord of Gokula is transcendental, is the transcendental supreme. The Lord of Gokula is the transcendental supreme Godhead, the own self of eternal ecstasy. He is the superior of all superiors, and he is the busily engaged in the enjoyment of transcendental realms and has no association with his mundane potency. Here clearly Lord Brahma mentions that Prakrutya na samagama. He has no direct connection with this mundane potency, inferior apara energy. Although it is the energy of a Supreme Lord, but it has no direct connection. Indirectly, Lord Krishna is connected. So, how it is connected and not connected? Both are both the thing is described in this translation. That Lord Krishna, by his plenary portion in the Karanodakshaya Vishnu, he is sleeping in the Yoga Nidra in the causal ocean. Now, by the glance of Karanodakshaya Vishnu, just to manufacture, to create the universe, material universe, by just will, this material universe was created. Sa Akshata Bahusyam. This was the aphorism of our Upanishad. Sa Akshata Bahusyam. So, this, by the desire to create the material universe, he has a glance, but just glance is not sufficient. That glance is, here it is written that spiritual potency Rama then carries the function of his glance as his unpolluted, ever submissive energy. Energy of the energetic is always submissive. He is always fulfilling the order of the energetic. Similarly, the Rama or the Chida Shakti of the Supreme Lord, he carries the function of that desire. So, by that desire, he gives the power to material universe, the material cause, and after that, this material cosmic manifestation was created. So, this is the clue how this universe was created. And the translation of these 7 verses, the Krishna never consult with his illusory energy. Still, her connection is not entirely cut off from the absolute truth. When he intends to create the material universe, the amorous pastime in which he engaged by consulting with his own spiritual potency Rama, by casting his glance at the diluting energy in the shape of sending his time energy in as auxiliary activity. Auxiliary activity means gone activity. It is not a compulsory, it's a auxiliary, right? Similarly, to create this material universe is the not you can say defined task of Karanodakshaya Vishnu. It is just auxiliary activity. But this auxiliary activity means he is giving the order to his mundane potency, but he has no direct connection. I already mentioned the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam that जन्माद्यस्यतः अन्वयाद इतरतश्च तारचार्थेषु अभिज्ञ स्वराट तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः. Yes, third verse, fourth phrase, धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परम धीमहि. That absolute truth is residing, Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. He is completely independent from this Kuhakam. Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So our scriptures has already described the position of the absolute truth. He has no condition of this material laws and material nature. So the same way this Brahmaji, he has also you can say the experience in the same way when he was in meditation. At that time he that verse was came in his vision. So the verse is okay. The fourth verse says that भक्ति योगेन मनसि सम्यक प्रणहिते मले अपश्यत पुरुष पूर्णम मायम च तद अपाश्रयम. Maya means the material energy is apashram. He is the servant of that apashyata purusha. Purusha means the enjoyer, and apashyata purusha purnam mayam cha tad apashrayat. The supremely controller person, Lord Krishna, he is the Ishvara, and the Maya, the material energy, he is the subordinate to this supremely person. Now in the fifth verse, Vyasdev says that Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam trigunaatmana paropi manuten artha yatkruta chabipadyate. Translation is due to this external energy, the conditioned living entity, although the transcendental to these 3 modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product and thus undergo the reaction of material misery. So that living entity, the part and parcel of the Lord, yeah, right? It is the living entity, the soul is the Satya Chit Anand. It's a part and parcel of Lord Krishna. But although he is a transcendental from this material universe, but by the energy, by this external energy, he thinks by the poor fund of knowledge or by the covering of that knowledge, he thinks that I am the product of the material nature. And similar way, Brahmaji say, that Vyasdev says that anartho apasamam sakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje lokasya ajanato vidwan chakre shashvata samhitam. Means he has created the Srimad Bhagavatam just to teach this anarthopasamam, just to refrain from this anartha, and Bhakti Yogam Adokshaje, so that he can come out from this material universe. In the same way, the next verse is Yashyam ve Shruyamanayam Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktir Utpadyate Punsam Shokaboha Bhaya Bhaya. So the sum and substance till this 7th verse is described that Lord Krishna is the supremely controller. Nobody is equal to him and nobody is above from him. Everybody is lower than him. Okay. The material universe was created by the material energy, and the material energy has no connection with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Right. And this supreme, the conditioned living entity means marginal potency. Just like we ourselves, we have got this material product, our material body. It is not supposed to enjoy this material world, but how to come out from this miserable condition. And the remedy is also described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that to come out from this jurisdiction of Maya, Bhaktir Udpatyate Punsam Shoka Moha Bhaya Bhaya. If the person who is Yasyamve Shruyamanayam Krishna Parama Purushe Bhaktir Utpadyate, if the person who is performing the bhakti unto the Krishna Parama Purushe, then Shoka Moha Bhaya Bhaya, he will come out from this universe which is composed of Shok, Moha and Bhai. So this is the sum and substance of till this 7th verse. Next time we will discuss from the 8th verse of this Brahma-saṁhitā. Brahma-saṁhitā is very elucidating treatise where Lord Brahmaji gives the instruction of the Achintya Bheda Ved. It is very important book. So very scrutinizingly we should understand this book, and we should execute the devotion. Right? Thank you very much. We will meet in the next class, the same time, same place. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.